Hey, how's it going? Hopefully I'm working. Put something in the comments saying that I'm up and running. Everything's doing good. Gonna get right at this because I think there's a baseball game on. The Dodgers end up winning the National League championship and I think the American League, right? It's the Seattle Mariners against the Toronto Blue Jays. If the Mariners win, uh, they go to play the Dodgers, and if Toronto wins, they go another game with Seattle. So, pretty exciting time. And plus, you got all the football going on. Yesterday was college. All that was happening. These are the bottles that, thank you, Paul. Paul sent me 4 bottles, but he only told me 1 because I got an answer key right here. Haven't looked at it. Still sealed. Don't know. A, B, and C. Got them all on flights. My D is the old Fitzgerald 7-year, I believe. 7-year, but he did send me a picture, so I'm going to put the picture up, the bottles. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me while I'm talking, but you will be able to see the exact bottles. And I'll give you a little bit of a rundown, did a little history on them, just so we have them. Let me get to the pages here. Okay, here we go. You know they are high proof when a stag is the lowest proof out of all 3. So I'm going to do a little rundown on this thing. It's going to be the Stag, Junior, whatever, the 23B, Smoke Eye Hill 5-year, and the Barrel Craft Spirits Seagrass 19-year. So looking through some of these things, everyone knows about the Stags. Hey, Ron, happy birthday, man. Hope you're enjoying it. I called you, said a pre-birthday thing, and gave you an extra 3 years on your time. But 52, right? 52, I believe. Congratulations. Enjoy it. I know you're out with Jessica having fun. And you're watching. And I don't know if you're camping. I think you said you were camping, but I've gotten pictures from you throughout the day. I'm sipping on the Old Fitz here. It's pretty good. It's good. 7-year, great. $40, $50 bottle. Other than that, it's a good bottle. If it's more than that, don't bother. But yeah, no, it's been, oh, good Lord. It's been about 4.5 months. The last one I did, because when I get the thing set up in YouTube, it was May. Hey, Dennis, what's happening? Oh, what's on my forehead? Yeah, I know. I got a little dot there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Had something on my head and on my arm here. If you see that mark there, they were sticking around 2-3 weeks, and I figured I needed to go to the dermatologist, get it looked at, and they froze it off. So they will 59. All right, $59. All right, 40, $50, I'd say, $60. It's worth it. Froze it off. And they said it could be precancerous, but I got to go back in a month and they'll see. If it goes away by then, I'm good. If it doesn't, they will cut some stuff out and see what's up. So, I guess it's finally catching up to me from what the doctor said. I need to wear a hat, need to put lotion on, sunscreen and stuff like that. Yeah, no, no domestic. It's just, looks like a little circle there, and it was bleeding. It was doing some crazy stuff, so I had to take care of it. Yeah, Paul and Ron are brothers, so great family dynamic, especially when they get in arguments on our group chat. It's always fun. But yeah, no, when I set this stuff up, I go back. Have to have a certain key to get whatever. I just use the old stuff. So it's all the same key. So I don't have to keep pre-programming everything. And it was May 25th, I believe, when the last live stream I did. And it was wild. I kept myself busy. Summertime up here. You got to be outside. I got a bunch of family and friends that come up here and visit. So it was worth it. I'm sorry. I'd love to do live streams, but it's more fun and entertaining when there's people in the comments, chatting away so I can comment on their stuff and back and forth. So I'm going to try and make this hopefully an hour. And I think the last one I did was the Russells, but the one before that, I think Paul sent the sample through and you guys kind of mowed through this thing pretty fast. Way before I had a chance to get through all of them. So Paul, I know you're in there. Ron, do it as well. How do you want me to do this? Go from A, B, C, see which one I like, try and guess them. So I got a brief history. Everyone knows about the Stag Juniors, 23B. It's always got great flavors, 6-7 years from Buffalo Trace. That's all I'm going to give for that. And I think that one was like a 127 point something proof. Oh, well, no, yeah. Stephanie's in the other room watching TV. It's fine. She didn't even know. I guess I forgot to tell her I was going to go live. She goes, "Oh, I thought you were done with that stuff." I'm like, "No, I'm going to keep doing it." But I'd like to do some down the road, but I'm going to be back and forth doing a lot of traveling. Halloween's coming up. Going to go out, trick-or-treating with the grandkids. That's a lot of fun. Help out with that. Maybe I should do stuff just live, just straight off my phone. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Get some ideas. I'm okay with mixing things up here. But these are the sample bottles that Paul sent me. Haven't tasted the other ones yet. I'm waiting for Paul to give me the okay to how he wants me to want to try and guess. But the bottles here, obviously, with the Seagrass, it's a 19-year Seagrass, and I guess what the MSRP is $200, 100% rye, but the liquid that's inside comes from Canada, so I'm sure they finished it, did whatever. Don't know, haven't tasted it. But what's weird about this is a couple years ago or a year ago, they had a 16 of the Seagrass, the craft spirit Seagrass, and it was $250. And I'm wondering why was that more expensive than this one? Not sure. So, however you want. I just sent you, Jeff and Ron, the samples, and Kelly poured mine, and the four of us the same. Okay, cool. All right. So, however you want to do it, I'm going to finish up this Old Fitz here. What I'll do, and then, I'm sorry, I left out the Smoke Eye Hill barrel proof. Comes out of MGP, 134.2 proof, 5 years old, and these things are going to be super hot. So I didn't make big, massive pours because, see this, there we go. Come on, focus, get. All right, it's not doing it. I didn't make them too big of pours because they're heavy duty and proof. So I'll go A, and then I'll let you know, and then B, and let you know, and C, and then I'll do it one more time, and I'll pick which one I like best out of all of them. I'm kind of rooting for the 5-year, see if the least one is best, but you never know. I love the Seagrass. I loved when the Seagrass first came out, the regular Seagrass. Loved it. I think I bought 2 of them. Still have one somewhere in the bins in the garage. Almost don't want to even open that thing up. However, okay. Okay. Yeah. However you want to do it. All right. I'm going to start with A. Remember, it takes me a little longer because I got to keep talking, keep this thing going. So be patient. This is the A I just grabbed. Don't know. Oh man, that's very sweet. I like that one already. I'm just gonna smell all 3 real quick. All right, I'm going to go A is probably my favorite on the nose. I don't know. You guys take a darker wise. Let me see. Yeah, they're all pretty close. Uh, Out of the three, B is going to be the darkest. Yeah, probably right. B, C, and A, as in how dark they are. So, in that 4.5 months, a lot has happened. You know, just people coming up, being on the water, all that stuff, and just having a lot of fun. You know, Dennis, you got to make it up here because I think you guys will, you and Maya really enjoy this place up here. Very cool. So I'm going to take my first sip on. Yeah. All right. So we're all in consensus. A is probably the best on the nose. So I'm going to take a sip of A and let you know what I think. Yeah, it's good. You get a lot of heat on that thing. A lot of rye on there. I just trying to. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna go B. I took a sip. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna take a drink of water just to mix this thing up. Oh. Yeah, but something's kind of lingering back there, and I'm trying to see what that is. Yeah, that's different. I'm gonna go and do another sip of that. Sip A. Because I don't think the first one's always a little bit tough. I finished up the Old Fitz. It's good, you know, $50-$60 bottle. It's good. I remember when it first came out, it was big hype, and I'm sure some of these liquor stores were cranking up the price just because it was first. But I don't know if they're going to make that a normal release for them. I'm going to go A one more time. It's almost like a faint cherry, medicinal cherry type taste on A. I'm going to write some notes down. A, great nose. A's definitely got the nose. But all right, second sip, I got a lot of cherry on that one on A. All right, I'm going to move on to B. Yeah, so I don't know. You guys watching football right now? Yeah, I don't know where Jeff's at. You know, he knows. We let him know. I told him we were going live. But you know, Jeff does Jeff, and maybe he'll. I don't know if you guys watched my little shorts I threw out. I ended up making some ribeyes last night. Yeah, they turned out great. You know, I'm pretty excited. And I think a couple nights before that, kind of hit up Ron, gave me some advice, asked him about some filet mignons. Turned out great. So they were choice meat, not prime, but they end up turning out fantastic. So I posted some of the images on my channel, on the Bourbon channel and the Matthew Scott Project. Got a lot of views, but that's what YouTube's trying to go to. They're trying to go to more short content, more volume than, you know, longer content, which, you know, hey, you do whatever. I enjoy doing things like this, the longer stuff. All right, I'm going to go to B right now. A little more floral on that, I think. Wow. Mounds of caramel. You don't get the heat as much as you do on A. A lot of caramel and vanilla on that thing, and maybe a little bit oak, but it tasted more proof on A than I did with B. And B, you're getting a little on the finish there. I think I'm getting a little bit of mint on there. Yeah, 100% Ron. Yeah, the B is much smoother. You know, you got to remember all these three bottles are, the lowest is 127 and some change all the way, 127.8. I think the Seagrass is in the 130s, and the Smoke Eye Hill is 134. So you got some heavy proof, contenders here. But on B, I was getting a lot of mint on that thing on the finish there. So yeah, I'm going to take another sip of B. But I have to take notes, see if I can keep this conversation going. Yeah, B is way smoother than A, but it's a lot of caramel, a little bit of brown sugar on there. And then on the finish, I think I'm getting some mint on the finish, and the finish is just hanging out. Yeah, I'd have to compare that, but B, I wouldn't compare it to an Old Forester. I'm just getting a little more, because the proof isn't like a heavy proof like A was, but you still kind of get a little bit of that proof, but it's smoother. It's easier on the palate. Oh, you already, okay. All right, so you've had a couple sips already of each. I don't want. I'm going to save a little bit before I go back. Oh, I told Ron about this story while I'm filling the vacant air. I was out for a walk. It's hunting season up here, and you hear gunshots going off, and they're getting their game basically. So I'm on a walk, come to an intersection on a dirt road. Truck's pulling, coming towards me with another truck behind it, and the sun's kind of in my eyes, and I wave at him because it looks like someone's waving at me. But as he comes and makes a right-hand turn, he wasn't waving. It was probably 2.5 feet of hoof, leg sticking out one end of the left side of the pickup truck bed. And as he turns, you see the head hanging out the other side of the pickup truck. So and I'm looking at him like, did he get a moose? It was a huge elk. So that thing had to have been 500 plus pound of elk. So, good for him. He scored. All right. I'm going to move on to the. Oh, there we go. We got a little fight going on here between brothers. I love it. All right. So the story goes. We went up. Me and the missus went up to Ron's father-in-law's house, John, up in Kalispell. Ron has pretty much a beater stake bed truck. And Ron has a beater stake bed truck, and Ron's trying to be thrifty. He puts a little bit of money in it, bought it for a very good price. Old truck, got it running, been hauling all kinds of stuff, stake bed. All right, I'm going to go to C real quick. I'm going to give right back to it. All right, C is very settled on the nose. It's softer, I think. So C is going to be the softest nose out of all of them. Man, so good. I'm going to take a sip. C hits you real quick with the flavor, and then it dissipated pretty quick. So I don't know if that's because I'm on the third one. So Ron, we get up there, right before we got there, had issues, wouldn't start, driving real slow, takes it to a mechanic. They fix whatever, charge them whatever amount. We go on the lake. We come back, drops me off there. I pick it up, drive it back. Seems like it worked fine. It drove fine and worked great. Well, Ron's got to drive back home from Montana, down to California from Montana. He gets to somewhere in Montana, and his truck just takes crap on him. Well, he goes to the Dodge dealership, get a great deal. They bought it off him. He ends up buying a beautiful truck, a Dodge pickup. I don't know, Ron, you'd tell us, is it a diesel? White pickup, works great. Yeah, 2002 Silverado 3500. Thing was, it's old. Whatever issue it is. He was stuck between a rock and a hard place. He had to get back. He ends up buying a brand new, beautiful Dodge pickup, and I loved it. Loved it. I'm like, dude, congratulations, got a pickup. Now you get to drive home in some luxury. You're going to have a good time, all this stuff. Well, he gets home. And Jessica does not like cloth seats. She wanted leather seats, and she wanted a different color and all this stuff. I'm like, well, that's a tough one. That's when you kind of go, hey, this truck works great, but I've already talked to Ron. I go, hey, dude. Oh, diesel. Yeah, it's a diesel pickup, 2500 4x4. Everything you need. It's going to haul. It's got power. It can tow. Great car. Just has cloth seats. And I went down there in early October. Went down there for a buddy's retirement, and Ron took us down. Went and had some lunch. We end up driving. I'm like, dude, this thing's nice. It's brand new. It's all the bells and whistles. Everything's cool. You love it, and it's just comfortable. But the way I see it is, she's gonna run it. She's gonna get what she wants, because her dad's got a high-end, beautiful color, one of those dull grayish blue Ford King Ranch or whatever they are. So I told Ron, I go, if that's the case, you're going to get to upgrade, because she does not like the cloth seats. She does not like the color. So you're just going to upgrade. That's fine. You're not going to get the money that you paid for it on the trade-in, but if it's low enough miles, you're going to do okay. So that's yeah, I don't know. I'd be okay with settling in with the white pickup that you got, and the Jeff is MIA. Oh yeah, no, I'm reading the text real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's got all the bottles up there. I just saw the picture that you sent me. There we go. That's what's going on at Paul's house. Yeah, okay. Apologies. All right. So Jeff just texted us. He said, sorry, he's out to dinner with Shannon. It's their daughter's birthday, so they're out having dinner. So good. That's more important. Oh, yeah. So, sometimes, see, with me, because Ron's, I still call him newlywed, so the magic's still there. Me, I just pick a fight just to pick a fight, because I've been married almost 29, 28, 29, plenty. So I've been married long enough. So now it's like a game to pick a fight, because what else are you going to do? Yeah. All right. I'm going to start with C, work my way back and go from there. And, Dennis, you're killing me with these photos. Yeah. Happy birthday, Nicole. Love that girl. been around from day one since Shannon went in labor. Beautiful little girl. Love it. And enjoy dinner out there. Enjoy the time with family. Have fun. Enjoy it. So, all right, I'm starting with C. I'm going to work my way down. All right. Not so bad this time because now my palate is used to the heat. It's not bad. So, Ron, it's a win-win for you. If you need to upgrade to make her happy, upgrade. You're going to be fine. But it's a beautiful truck. Loved it. Brand new. I love mine. It's 2018. Still going. I don't want to get a new one, but if I have to, I will. But I got other priorities for funds. I need to build a garage, and hopefully it gets built, during the winter here, because I got a lot of shit outside that needs to be inside. So, all right. So C, good. Not very long of a finish. I'm going to go with, for all the people, sports fans, NFL's playing Sunday, yesterday, college, SC didn't do very well, I guess. They went up against Notre Dame, right? Am I guessing right? Got beat okay on that, but they've been playing junior colleges the first 5-6 games anyways. And, they've been beating them, but I think they lost against Santa Monica College. I think that's a JC for you SC people out there that are going to be yelling at me, Ron and Paul. All right, I'm going to B. We're supposed to be taking notes, but all right. B, going back the other way, is really not that bad. It's not. I think it's actually pretty good. So I'm going to go, A, B, C. A wins the nose. B, I think, wins the palate. And I think C wins right now, as of now. And B wins the finish for right now. Let's see what the thing have. Okay, no, I guess I don't know. We have a freeze up here. Everything's working. Everything's going. All right. Oh yeah, and I think they're doing at the same time with all the football, college yesterday, pros today. I don't have cable, so I don't get a chance to watch sports. That's the only thing I miss. I miss hockey. Football, I can give a shit about because when they went woke and did their bullshit, I'm like, you're weak sauce. I stopped paying attention. The hockey just started. Every once in a while, I'll be able to grab where I'm at, the Seattle Kraken. I get to watch them every once in a while. But the big thing right now is the baseball game, Seattle against Toronto. Oh, and then if you want, you can always go to your local town, city, big major city, and do the No Kings parade, protest, whatever. I don't know why they do that. We don't have a king. That's how stupid these liberals are. We don't have a king. I don't know why they're protesting. Yeah. They're a bunch of idiots. All right, I'm on A. Yeah, some about A gives you on the front of that palate almost like a smoke type flavor without the smoke flavor. I think, A, Yeah, I'm gonna go. I think I got my mind made up here. So if I got to pick and choose, I don't know what happened. The chat kind of froze. If you guys, experience problems with the chat, let me know. Text me, and we'll go from there. But I think two, three. I think I got my order picked. Do I have to refresh that? I want to see if I can see if you guys see anything here. All right, I'm going to see that. All right, I sent it. See if that works. I don't know. Maybe Paul's getting beat up. I think Ron's going to be okay. My boy, that's Chill Mantis. Anyways, Chill Mantis, if you guys are interested in okay. Yeah, if you guys, I'm gonna plug Jeff, Jeff Graham Photography. I believe that Jeffrey Graham Photography. He takes a lot of photos. A lot of it's like concerts. He's very good at concerts. Does football, does sports. Great at what he does. Great photographer. If you're out there in the East Coast, Tennessee, North Carolina area, whatever. It's that whole area there. If you're interested in getting some photography done, he's great for still photos. He did Ron's wedding, which turned out great. Great photographer. Did my son and daughter-in-law's pictures. Great. Fantastic work. You guys you can find him on Instagram. I think it's Jeffrey Graham Photography. You can find him. Do enough search, you'll find him. He's good. He's reasonable. He'll get stuff done and make you look good. So, yeah, no, I don't know. Did the chat freeze? I don't know. I lost them. But yeah, Jeff's out dinner with his daughter's birthday, which is cool. Just did and you do get the proof on that thing. You do. It's good. You do get the proof. And I'm going to give you my someone type something. Yeah, you guys got to update the chat here at least. All right, so I'm just going to keep going only because I don't know if you guys got lost or if the connection quit. See, everything's working. I got the connection. Everything's working fine. All right, trying to make this work. Finished day. It's good. Kind of lingering, kind of hanging. If I had to pick and choose, I already got my selection made. So I want you guys to start jumping in the chat here before I start to reveal the envelope. Yeah, I don't know why my yeah, for some oh, there we go. Now it just updated. I'm sorry. YouTube's fucking with me because I'm looking through the chat through YouTube and someone just said, "Hey, Everyone's chatting. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know if Jeff's, on the side doing his thing. Yeah. No. It's every place has got their thing. It's Florida. You're gonna have gators, pythons, you name it. It's just evil, whatever, floating around in the marshes there. Yeah, no, every place has got their thing. Shit. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I'm on the dock trying to fish, and the fish are just beating me down. I've lost more hooks than I've caught fish. But I see this thing cruising just on the shoreline there, and he stopped and stared at me, and I'm like, what the hell? I took a video of it, and it was a mink. A mink. Yeah. He was staring me down. I'm like, all right, you do your thing. Because I don't know if you bite, whatever. Uh, Astro Wolf. All right. I'm dying to know who that is. Astro Wolf. Just give me a first name and I'll be able to tell you. I'm trying to think of who that is. Here we go. Okay. Okay. That's probably what it is. My bad. I've got you in Montana. All right, John. Cool. All right. I don't know if Paul sent you a sample of all this stuff, but drink what you got to drink. I'm sitting there going, Astro Wolf. I remember seeing that and I couldn't pinpoint where it was at, but since you kind of said that, I know now. Oh, all right. Well, I'm on just the last sip of B. I'm going to be able to get through all these things, and I'm going to tell you my final. I've already picked my choices. If I had to pick, I'm going to write that down because I'm going to forget. A. I'm going to write down what I think they are. Every time I do that, I'm 100% wrong or 75% wrong on picking these things. Oh, Paul, you didn't send John a pour. That's wrong. Oh, I love it when the brothers fight. Nice. All right, I'm going my last sip on B. I don't know if you guys have gone through all these things yet a bunch of times. I'm just trying to pinpoint. I want to try and see if I can pick it. I did my picks. I could be wrong, but my favorites as well. What's good about doing this? These things are super high proof, but I don't think they're going to be any better if you drop a couple waters in. I think a couple drops of water in there. I don't think it will make it better. I think you need the proof for this flavor to come out. And I think I called that one right. The last one, the last sip. Well, oh no, that's John. It's Ron's father-in-law, but it's Ron's wife, Jessica, her dad. He worked air support before I got there. So Dennis, there you go. Oh, Bradley Baker, good for you. Enjoy the Magnus cigar blend right now. Good for you, Bradley. I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm glad you joined in. We're having a good time here. And John's drinking JD. Oh no, with the JD, I don't know. Are you one of those people that get the banana flavor on the Jack Daniels? I do. I'm one. Jeff doesn't. He yells at me every single time, but I get the banana taste on the Jack Daniels. But it's through the DNA. And my daughter, Madeline did a DNA, but they do a bunch of slithers of the information. Some people get the cilantro, some people hate the cilantro based on it's actually in your DNA. And, blue eyes, the fair skin, cleft chins, they can pinpoint characteristics of you based off DNA stuff. But it's probably the Mormons making shit up because they own all that DNA history, 23andMe, and all that stuff. Oh, JD 12 is the first pour ever. Oh, Paul's already gotten off this thing and went to the JD 12. What's the receiver behind you of the shelf? The receiver. The receiver. I'm trying to think of what the receiver. The white. If you're looking at the white thing right there, that's Starlink. Because I'm kind of off the grid. Yeah. Okay, Dennis. Oh, okay. Hang on, Paul. Let me finish up. See, I got a little bit. I got one more taste left. How do you want to do it? You want to put out, you guys throw in the chat, Paul, Ron, you want your favorite, 1, 2, and 3, and then reveal what they are, or do you want to reveal and then I'm going to go with, I want to do your favorites. That's my opinion, but it's up to you guys. I'm here to work with you guys. I'm slowly open the envelope. You guys got to update. For a while there, a good 5-6 minutes, I wasn't getting up-to-date chats. Paul. USC. Yeah. Well, you guys lost. Okay. Yeah. All right. Look at the schedule. USC did their own thing, left the Big 12-10, whatever it is. They decided to play all JC colleges and then somehow got Notre Dame. Oh, okay. JD 12 is the best pour you ever had. Okay. So tell me right now your favorite. Tell me right now your favorite, because I'm going to tell you right now. My favorite was B, C, and A in that order. B, C, and A. Oh, okay. There you go. B, C, and A. I'm doing the same thing as Ron. B, C, and A. I've already finished all my stuff. So, what do we got here? I'm waiting for you, Paul. What was your order of preference? And to let you know, since Bradley Baker's in the chat right now, he's the one that turned me on to the Fiddler series. Had a couple of those things. I love them. I thought they were great. They were great, great bottles. But just like with anything, hopefully the next batch is just as good. All right. I don't know where Paul went, but I'm actually gonna reveal. I'm opening it up right now. Ron, what's the answer key? All right. Ron's pushed me because he does not like his brother because he's lived his whole life with him. Oh, all right. Glass A is the barrel seagrass. That was my number 3 and Ron's number 3. C was Smoky Hill. That was my number 2. Well, my number 1 pick was the Stag. That was B. CAB. All right. So Paul did the C. AB. Oh, okay. So looking at this thing, God, see, I hate the popular one. I think Stag won this thing. Between me and Ron, Paul was a little bit different. He was CAB. I was BCA. Stag was my number one, and Smoky Hill was number two, and the Barrel Seagrass. Well, I was kind of hoping a little more out of the Seagrass, but the booze came out of Canada. Yeah, no, Stag turned out good. They put their little flavor thing in there. I think Stag was number one, so B was Stag. I think that's well worth it. So Stag and a Seagrass and Smoke Eye. So, well, hey, if you got to look at it this way, the Smoke Eye Hill 5-year came in second, between me and Ron, and the Barrel Seagrass. I think it was overrated on this one, this go around. What did Paul send me? Okay, so everyone's getting ready for dinner. Everyone's got their TVs on. I've been going for about 50 minutes now. So sometimes the bottles with the most age is probably not the best one out of all. And I think with this one here, I think Paul actually did a great blind on here. I don't know if he did it based off of proof. I don't know if he did it based off of, because it wasn't age, because Stags are usually 7, 8, 9 years. Smoke-Eyed Hill is a 5-year, and the Seagrass was 19. I guess it kind of depends on where the bottle, the booze came from, is how it's gonna, it's from Canada, 100% rye from Canada. There's have been some bottles from Canada that turn out good. It's like the Caribou. I wasn't impressed with. Yeah, with the Smoke-Eyed Hill, it's basically the people that are making those bottles. That's MGP that they sourced it from. They got good flavor buds, good tasting skills, because if they can get something from MGP or Ross Squib, whatever you want to call it, if they can get those flavors out of something out of 5 years and make it comparable to a Stag, why wouldn't you buy it? It's comparable to a Stag. A Stag, comes out 3 times a year and very hard to get. But if you can get some good volume from MGP and you can make something that tastes just as good, if not better, why wouldn't you go for a cheaper price and more availability? So I don't know. The Barrel Seagrass, I unfortunately a little let down by it. I bet you anything, if you compare that Seagrass, the 19-year Seagrass, to the base model Seagrass, I bet you the base model be probably better. No, Barrel's great. They've come out with some great bottles, like a 35. I think I got a 35 in there, 34. They make some great bottles. But if you're paying for a age statement, you want that age statement to really, make an impact on you. That's just me. If I'm paying, say you do the $10 per, year, that's going to be at least $190. People are going to make a little bit of money. I think this bottle was $200, but what was weird that a year ago, 2 years ago, the 16 was, $60 more. because it's the flavor that's inside. And the people that bottle this thing know that. So they can get more money out of that flavor. No, 19 years is, I don't think it's that long. It's too long for a bottle. I really don't. It depends on how it matured. No, no, Bradley Baker, I think he's out in Florida, and I'm glad he joined. Thank you very much for joining us, Bradley. It's been a while. I always like your comments. You guys leave comments, do whatever you can. Leave a comment. If you leave something funny, give me suggestions. I love it. Bradley's, mentioned Dark Arts. He's mentioned Fiddler. He's mentioned a bunch of bottles, and I've actually went out and got it. The guy's very good at picking bottles. And you get them, you taste them, and you know your source is going to be good. So Bradley's good. I love Bradley. He's been around. He's been around for a couple of years now. So, all right. So I'm going to start wrapping this thing up only because I wanted to get this thing done in about an hour. I got food getting made. Paul's getting fed. And and Jeff's obviously, an old buddy of ours. He's been around since high school for me. He's out with his daughter, which he should be. This being out with your daughter, enjoying the birthday is way more important than trying to be on a chat with me, flapping my gums. It's very important. And Paul, go out, and Dark Arts is great. Yeah, no, Dark Arts. I got the red label Dark Arts over there. Love it. French oak did it perfect. Great. French oak to me is a more of a woody oak than a Mitsunara Japanese oak, because that's more sweet, which one of the case studies of the Frank August was. I loved it. And, I hit up my daughter-in-law, Chill Mantis, his wife. She's Japanese, and she had no clue what that was. But if you don't know wood, oak, anything like that, barrel-wise, you're not going to know. A tree's a tree, a bonsai. So, all right, I'm going to go look through some of these. Don't forget, Ron is getting beat up by buying a crap truck. No, he did not buy a crap truck. I love the truck. It's a great brand new truck. Dodgers make good pickups, but he gets to upgrade because his wife wants to upgrade. So like I said, it's a win-win with that truck. He's going to enjoy it for the 2,000-3,000 miles that he's going to put on it. But I guarantee he's going to upgrade because she wants him to upgrade. Who cares? It's win-win for Ron. Hey, thanks, Bradley. Appreciate it. Bradley, hey, if you're still on there, check out the Matthew Scott Project. I got 2 channels. It's about everything else besides booze. Ford for the win. Oh, well, I've had problems with the Ford, so I'll never buy a Ford again. I'll tell you, if I had to go buy another truck, it's going to be a Tundra. That's, the Japanese made, Toyota trucks. They're going to go forever. That's just how it is. And you know what? Based on what I'm towing, I don't need a diesel anymore. I got a Chevy diesel. I don't need a diesel because I can tow anything based on weight with a gas engine one. So, all right, guys, I'm going to start wrapping this thing up. I appreciate the chat, and, people that could make it, at least get to watch it. If, Jeff, enjoy the time with Nikki. That's priority. And Shannon. Bradley, thank you very much for jumping in. Paul, thank you for the samples. Loved it. These are great. And I'm trying to think. I'm going to finish this thing up with, I know I wrote this down. My number 1 pick was B, which was the Stag. All right. the champion's still a champion. And then number 2 was a smoke-eyed hill, and then the barrel seagrass. Sometimes the most expensive and age statement is not the best, but you got to take the chance at getting the bottle to see what's inside. Yeah, no, John, yeah. I put the pressure on Paul, send the samples, and Paul, if you want, send me another set of samples. I had fun doing this. It was fun. It's doing live streams takes a little bit, but I believe it or not, I don't really want to make it a mess. So I do think about it a couple days before. I want to make it presentable, respectable, and for more people to come back and enjoy it. So let me know. Put some comments in there. If it's funny, great. But watch my stuff. Hit the like, subscribe. Matthew Scott Project. And, of course, this one, Bird Banters 2020. And everyone, enjoy your evening. It's Sunday. Spend time with your family. Watch the sports. Yeah. Paul, send me some samples. And Ron, if you want, send me some samples. Mix it up. Things that you like, see if I can guess them. But I had a good time with this. I really appreciate you guys doing this. And I'm going to be in and out. I got to edit a few reviews that I did. It's going to be the Penelope Weeded, which I think is very good. The Bullet Bottle and Bond, very good for the price. And I think I just finished editing. I'm going to put it out, the Dark Arts. And send me samples. I'll do it. They're coming out. I'm going to be traveling, doing a few things. Let me know in the comments that if you want me to do stuff on the road, because when I go down to Boise, they don't drink like, I do. They're young, but I'll pick up some bottles. Give me some suggestions that I should get. And I'll pick them up and leave them at the house there. And I'll do quick reviews live on my phone. So in the meantime of watching kids, 4-year-old and 1.5-year-old, they're maniacs. Love them. They keep me young. The missus gets worn out pretty quick, but I do fine with them. So, hey, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone. And I'll talk to you guys later.